So we ship it. He snap calls, and 640 in the middle. We're going. What's up, YouTube? The first hand we'll be going over is King Queen offsuit. I'm behind the button. There's a limp to me. I make it $11. Get 2 callers, so we are 3 ways to the flop, and it comes down pretty nice for us. So we hit top pair, second best kicker. Go ahead and bet half pot. Small blind instantly folds. And the limper decides to min raise me. He makes it 35 to go. Not much to do here but call. And after he raised the flop, the only hand that's beating me is King Jack. 7 of hearts on the turn. Doesn't change anything really. He goes ahead and bets 50 again. And this guy, last week I was in a hand with him. He raised under the gun King 10 offsuit. So, with remembering that, I go ahead and ask him why he would limp in with King Jack. Why are you limping in with King Jack, bro? Must have been it, huh? Apparently, his sandwich throws off his poker game. But I don't believe it. I smell a little bullshit just from that interaction. And knowing that he raised King 10 offsuit last week from under the gun, I know he's not limping in middle position with King Jack. River's a 5. He goes all in. I snap it off. He's got Jack 10 of hearts. So he did end up picking a little equity up on that turn, but luckily for us, we sniffed it out and we were able to let this guy basically bluff off at us. I always think that's important to pay attention to the players that you are playing, the specific player, and play them accordingly. In this next hand, I'm gonna get you guys caught up real quick. Under the gun raises to $7. It folds to the small blind. He calls. I have pocket 10s in the big blind. I re-raise to $27. They both call, and a flop is 9-5-6, 2 hearts. So flopping an overpair here. Small blind checks to me. I like my hand. I'm gonna try to charge over cards and hearts. So I go ahead and bet $40. And the under the gun raiser goes all in for her last $135. She's been very tight up to this point, so I'm putting her on ace king. Probably hearts after she rips it. Small blind goes ahead and goes all in for 157. And I'm in a pickle, guys. I was really confused. I felt like I was beat right now. Even with this overpair, I just felt like I was beat. I know under the gun is drawing. Has to be. That's what I put her on, like hearts. I have a 10 of heart. I felt good about it. But small blind, I'm not sure what he has. A set, maybe 7-8 suited. This is the same guy that just tried to bluff me. And the way he went about bluffing was raising flop, betting turn, betting river. This is an all-in on the flop, so I have to think he has something here. Either way, this is me right now debating a call. I end up folding. Under the gun shows ace queen of hearts, and small blind shows 9-5 of clubs. So we actually would have won this pot, but made the correct fold at the right moment. Tell me what you guys think about this. Personally, I think that was pretty nitty. I felt good about it when I saw what he had and knowing I made the right laydown at the right time, but the run out came. And that is what it is, right guys? That's poker. But Here we look down at pocket nines in the small blind. There's 3 limps to me. I make it $15, and only the lady in seat 1 makes the call. Same person that had ace queen in the last hand. So ace jack 7. After she just limps in, I should have a better ace than her. I go ahead and make a C bet of $17. She calls pretty fast. Turn is the magical 9. I feel like if I slow down here and then bet big on the river, it's going to look fishy. So I go for a $35 bet. Now I'm hoping she has an ace. She makes the call. And we fill up on the river. In spots like these, I'm kind of unsure still. Should I go for a small value or big? I end up going $100 at it. She pretty quickly makes the fold, so maybe a weak ace she had or whatever, but I'm not sure in that spot. When I hit a boat, do I go big or do I just half pot? So here we look down at ace king. 1 limp. My right raises to 15. I go ahead and make it 40. Big blind calls. Limp calls. And the original raiser calls. So we are 4 ways in a 3-bet pot, guys, and that's just how this table was playing at the moment. A lot of action. I mean, look, 4 ways in a 3-bet pot. All right. So we hit top. Small blind ends up checking. The limper ends up checking. My right, the original raiser, bets $20. And with only about 135 left, 180 in the pot, I go ahead and rip it all in. I just figured I'd go all in to charge the max for draws. Anyone having hearts, they're going to have to pay for it. The small blind flicks in the call. The single chip call. Original raiser folds, so we are heads up to a run out. Turns a jack, river's a 10. Small blind shows 9-7 of heart. We did end up making the draws pay for it, but unfortunately for me, they ended up getting there. This was a couple minutes later. This is actually the 2nd time in a row picking up ace 4 of hearts. So the first time I completely missed everything, and in my head still kind of tilt from that ace king loss. So I figure this is the 2nd time in a row getting this hand. Something's got to happen, right? All right, here there was a raise to 7. My right called. I called. Big blind made it 25. Original raiser calls. My right calls. And I'm closing the action. Suited ace 4. I end up making the call too. So we are 4 ways to a flop of 5 deuce queen. We flop a gutterball, backdoor flush, and when this man bets out $40, guy on my right ends up making the fold. I have a gutter, backdoor hearts, and I was a little tilty, so I end up making the call, and we're heads up to a turn, which is the queen of hearts. And he cuts out another bet. It's about $50 bet, and I'm not going anywhere. $45 bet. I'm not going anywhere now. I hit another heart, so we're staying with it. I'll go broke right here. Can we get rewarded for bad play? Yes, dude. Bad plays always get rewarded. He goes all in. I snap. He has pocket 10s, and I end up holding this one down. So, not much thought going into this other than holding on for dear life, right? Bad play, maybe. Was definitely a little steamed from the ace-king hand. I know it might not be much, but I'm still working on that type of stuff. And this one's a tough one. We look down at ace-queen offsuit from under the gun. I make it $20. It's kind of a normal raise for this table, as you could see. My left calls, seat 1 calls, seat 3 calls, seat 5 calls, and the guy to my right calls as well. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways to a flop here. We flop an ace, great kicker. Checks to my right, he bets $20. I know I got him beat, so I just end up making the call. No reason to raise into 5 other people. And after I make the call, the guy on my left makes it $100 to go. Seat 1 ends up folding. Seat 2 folds. Seat 5 folds. The original raiser will end up folding as well. And now I'm in a pickle once again. I'm just trying, I'm talking back and forth with the guy. I have a little history with him. I just don't see what I'm beating here. If he had ace king, I would expect him to 3-bet me. So all I can really put him on is like ace deuce suited or pocket 2s, pocket 6s. So I'm just talking back and forth with this guy, just trying to feel out what he has. And I don't know. I like to do that. I like to talk when I'm in a tough spot. Try to get a sense of where they are, like if they feel strong, if they feel weak. Just like the guy, I was eating my sandwich. That just screamed like he's just trying too hard. This guy, his name's PK. Shout out to him. He was very comfortable, cool, calm, collected. So I, gotta fold here, man. Can't call this. I'm beat all day. So we end up making the fold. And he's a good guy. He shows pocket 2s. So he lets us see it, and he lets me know, so you could sleep at night, and he flipped it over. So that was pretty funny. For the last hand of the session, I didn't take any notes, so we're just gonna go off the rip. There's 2 limps. Guy to my right makes it $12. I got pocket jacks, the Jiggities. I make it 40 to go. Folds around. And is this limper gonna call? Like, this is the kind of game, like, people will limp in and then call $40. Insane, dude. Yeah. The first limp ends up making the call for 40. And the second limp calls as well. Like, you just... This was a beautiful table. I was having a great time, even though I was down for the day. But here we are, flopping middle set, ace, jack, 5, 2 spades. Now I'm hoping someone has a big ace, preferably the guy on my right. I go ahead and bet another 40. Probably really small looking back on it. I have to work on paying attention to how much money is in the pot. I ended up showing him the jack after he re-raised me to 100. And guys, not much thought here. Not much I can do. What could he have that's beating me? Pocket aces. We were all playing pretty loose. Guy on my right especially, so I did not put him on that. So we ship it. He snap calls. And 640 in the middle. We're going to a turn of 6 of hearts, king of spades. I flip my jacks. He ends up showing 1 ace, scoots it over, shows the other one. So set over set in this spot, not much you could do. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the hands. Let me know what you think about that music I have playing in the background. A new little touch I'm probably gonna add in these videos. Also, when I keep the sound of the whole table, the chips, I know I like that. Let me know if you guys like that. I was in the game for 400, out of the game for 0. Was a bad day, but whatever, we'll come back. Got some cool footage though, so I'm stoked about that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, drop a comment, let me know what's up. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these videos. So yeah, tune in next week. Videos dropping every Friday. We all like to watch the big pots, big games, big vloggers doing big things. This channel is for the average guy, the average Joe that plays 1-2. I know there's a lot of us out there, so much love. Appreciate you guys watching. Tune in next week.